Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's English listening practice. Our story is called Small Steps, Big Results. It's an inspiring reminder that success doesn't always come from big changes. It comes from small actions we take every single day. Whether you're learning English, working toward your goals, or trying to improve yourself, remember that every little step matters. In this story, you'll discover how patience, consistency, and small daily habits can lead to amazing results over time. It will help you stay motivated, build confidence, and believe in your own progress. So, find a quiet place, relax, and listen carefully. Let the words inspire you to take one small step today, because one small step can truly change your life. In our fast-moving world, many people dream of achieving big goals, success in their career, better health, financial freedom, or personal happiness. But sometimes, those dreams feel too far away. We see the mountain in front of us, and it looks impossible to climb. We think we need to make big, dramatic changes to reach the top. However, the truth is much simpler and more powerful. Big results often come from small steps. Every major achievement begins with something small. A single action, a single decision, a single day of effort. Like the gentle drops of water that shape a rock over time, small steps create lasting change when done consistently. This idea that little efforts, repeated day by day, lead to greatness is one of the most important lessons in life. Have you ever wanted to change your life but didn't know where to start? Maybe you wanted to learn a new language, exercise regularly, save money, or become more confident. The first step is always the hardest. But once you take it, something magical happens. Momentum begins to build. Let's imagine someone who dreams of running a marathon. If they try to run 26 miles on the first day, they will fail and give up. But if they start by walking 1 mile a day, then slowly jog, then run, they will eventually cross that finish line. The same is true for every dream. It's not about doing everything at once. It's about starting with something small. When you start small, you build confidence. Each little success tells your brain, I can do this, and that belief is the foundation of all progress. Taking small steps is powerful, but consistency is what turns those steps into results. Doing something once doesn't change your life. Doing it every day does. Think of how plants grow. You can't plant a seed and expect a flower the next morning. It takes days, weeks, sometimes months of sunlight, water, and care. But if you keep showing up, watering the seed a little each day, one day you'll see it bloom. In the same way, small, consistent actions shape your habits and your identity. Reading 10 minutes a day makes you a reader. Writing a paragraph a day makes you a writer. Practicing gratitude each morning makes you a more positive person. The key isn't how much you do. It's how often you do it. Over time, small steps compound. Just as money grows through compound interest, habits grow through repeated action. The more you practice, the stronger your skills and discipline become. Many people fail to reach their goals not because they are lazy or incapable, but because they tried to do too much too fast. They make big plans, a strict diet, an extreme study schedule, or an unrealistic workout routine. It might work for a few days, but soon they feel tired, overwhelmed, and defeated. That's because our brains resist sudden change. When we try to change everything at once, it feels uncomfortable and unsustainable. But when we change slowly, step by step, our minds and bodies can adapt. For example, if someone wants to eat healthier, they don't need to throw away all their favorite foods. They can simply add one fruit to their breakfast or drink one more glass of water a day. These tiny changes might seem insignificant, but over time, they reshape behavior in a lasting way. Remember this. Big leaps create excitement, but small steps create progress. Why do small steps work so well? Psychologists say it's because they reduce fear and increase motivation. When a goal feels too big, our brain feels threatened and avoids action. But when we break that goal into smaller pieces, it feels achievable. Each small win releases dopamine, a chemical in the brain that makes us feel good, which encourages us to keep going. This process builds what's called a success loop. You take a small step, feel good about it, and become motivated to take another step. Over time, this loop strengthens your confidence and creates lasting habits. Small steps also help us overcome procrastination. It's much easier to say, "I'll study for 10 minutes," than "I'll study for 3 hours." Once we start, we often continue longer than planned. The hardest part is starting, and small steps make that easier. Taking small steps requires patience. In the beginning, it may seem like nothing is changing. You might feel like your efforts are too small to matter. But remember, growth often happens below the surface. When a bamboo plant is first planted, it shows no visible growth for several years. But underground, its roots are growing strong and deep. Then suddenly, it shoots up rapidly, growing meters high in a few weeks. Our progress is like that bamboo. The results may not show immediately, but every small step strengthens the foundation. And when the time is right, your growth will become visible to the world. Have faith in the process. Don't rush. Keep going, even when results seem invisible. Small efforts, repeated daily, always add up to something meaningful. While small steps are simple, they're not always easy. There will be days when you feel tired, unmotivated, or discouraged. You might wonder if your efforts matter at all. But remember, even one small action on a difficult day keeps your dream alive. When you face obstacles, focus on progress, not perfection. A slow step forward is still a step forward. And when you fall, start again. What truly matters is not how fast you move, but that you keep moving. Also, surround yourself with people who support your journey. Share your goals with friends or family. Encouragement makes a big difference. You're more likely to keep going when someone believes in you. Your small actions don't just change your life. They inspire others too. When people see your consistency and progress, they begin to believe they can do it as well. A teacher who spends a few minutes extra with each student helps them grow. A parent who reads to their child daily builds a love for learning. A person who practices kindness each day creates a more positive world. Each small step creates a ripple effect, spreading positivity beyond what we can see. That's how great change begins. One small act at a time. There comes a point when all those little efforts begin to show. The person who has been learning English for 10 minutes a day suddenly realizes they can hold a full conversation. The person who has been saving small amounts finally buys something meaningful. The person who's been writing a few sentences daily finishes a book. This moment is powerful because it shows that discipline and patience always pay off. When big results appear, people may call it luck. But you'll know the truth. It was the quiet work you did every single day that made it happen. The journey of small steps isn't always exciting. Sometimes it feels slow, repetitive, and unnoticed. But that's exactly when your commitment matters most. Every small effort in those moments strengthens your inner strength and discipline. In life, everyone dreams of success. We all want to achieve great things, to be healthy, successful, happy, and confident. But many times, these dreams seem too far away. We look at people who have already achieved success and wonder how they did it. Did they get lucky? Were they born talented? Or is there a secret we don't know? The truth is simple but powerful. Success is built one small step at a time. Big results are never the product of one giant leap. They are the outcome of many small, consistent actions taken with patience and persistence. This essay will show you how small steps lead to big results, why consistency matters more than perfection, and how you can apply this principle in your own life to achieve amazing changes. Every big story starts small. A strong tree begins as a tiny seed. A great musician begins with a single note. A successful person begins with one small decision to start. Often, people hesitate to begin because the goal feels too big or the journey too long. They say, "I'll start when I have more time," or "I'll begin when I feel ready." But waiting for the perfect time is a trap. There is never a perfect time, only now. When you take one small step today, you begin to build momentum. Momentum is powerful because it gives you the confidence to take the next step. Over time, those little steps become a strong foundation for your success. Doing something once is easy. Doing it every day is where the real magic happens. Imagine brushing your teeth. You don't brush for 5 hours once a month. You brush for 2 minutes every day. That's what keeps your teeth clean and healthy. The same principle applies to every area of your life. If you study English for 10 minutes every day, you will become fluent faster than someone who studies for 5 hours only once a month. If you walk for 15 minutes every day, you'll be healthier than someone who runs hard only once a week. Consistency creates habits, and habits shape your future. Small, regular actions may look simple, but when repeated over time, they produce big, lasting results. Many people fail to reach their goals because they try to do too much at once. They want to change everything overnight, lose 10 kilograms in a week, become fluent in English in a month, or become rich instantly. When they don't see quick results, they give up. That's because the brain resists sudden, big changes, but it accepts small changes easily. If you start small, reading just 1 page a day, doing 5 push-ups, or saving $1, it doesn't feel difficult. Your brain accepts the new habit and allows it to grow naturally. Small steps are gentle but powerful. They lead to permanent change because they are realistic, easy, and sustainable. Psychologists say that small steps reduce fear and increase motivation. When a goal feels too big, it can make us anxious. But breaking it into smaller actions makes it easier to start. Once we begin, we feel progress, and that gives us energy to keep going. Each small win releases dopamine, a happiness chemical in the brain. That's why we feel good when we complete a task, even a small one like making the bed or finishing a paragraph. Over time, these positive emotions build a strong habit of action. The more small wins you experience, the more confident and motivated you become. So, if you ever feel stuck, don't wait for a big breakthrough. Just take a small step forward. In the end, life isn't about rushing to reach a destination. It's about the journey, the lessons learned, the growth gained, and the person you become along the way. When you learn to appreciate small steps, you begin to enjoy the process instead of only waiting for the results. Remember, mountains are climbed one step at a time. Books are written one word at a time. Lives are changed one day at a time. So, whatever your dream may be, start today. Take one small step, then another. Keep walking. One day, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. The journey that once felt impossible will have become your greatest achievement. Because in life, small steps always lead to big results. Thank you so much for listening to Small Steps, Big Results. I hope this story has reminded you that even the smallest actions can create powerful change in your life. Success isn't about doing everything at once. It's about doing something small, but doing it every day. So, whatever your dream is, keep going. Don't rush. Don't give up. Every small step you take brings you closer to where you want to be. Remember, progress takes time, but it's always worth it in the end. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more English listening lessons and motivational stories. Keep practicing, keep believing, and take one small step today, because your big results are already on the way.